And in Ecuador on October 12, a peaceful march against the government took place, which from the very first minute was repressed by the national police and the armed forces, despite the fact that there were children and elderly people present. In the following report, Gabriela Mena has the details.
Así lucieron varias calles de Quito, capital.
This is how several streets in Quito, the capital of Ecuador, looked, completely filled with smoke and tear gas launched by the national police and the armed forces to repress the protests against the policies of the Noboa government. From the very first minute, citizens vigorously rejected the executive's measures and against the policies of the Noboa government. From the very first minute, citizens vigorously rejected the executive's measures and expressed that they would not give in to the threats of the uniformed officials.
It is clear that the union of the indigenous movement, workers, and the people is the only alternative to defeat the government's policies. In this context, we tell Noboa that we are not afraid of him, damn it, nor the state of emergency in some provinces, nor the fact that he has mobilized the military troops, declaring war on the people to intimidate the mobilization of the Ecuadorian people.
The
day that began peacefully was immediately repressed, with protesters condemning the violation of their right to protest. Despite the attacks, more and more protesters joined in.
We are currently gathered here for a march in which we will raise public awareness.
However, the police attacked and chased the protesters despite the presence of elderly people and children. Meanwhile, citizens continue to express their rejection of the government, shouting slogans such as "This is not paid for, it is the organized people, out with Noboa, out and come, people, let's fight." And no one is going to silence us in the face of police abuse.
It is a rejection of all the measures suffered by the people, the lack of education, the lack of health in general, and the authoritarianism of a government that does not have the capacity to govern.
The police did not give the protesters a break. Several of them were injured by blows, tear gas canisters, suffocation, and shock in the face of intense repression. Even the national and international press was attacked by the uniformed officers. Today, you can't even protest peacefully. The first thing they do is attack. Who are the military and the police?
I consider the police and the armed forces to be enemies of the people. I currently view them as criminals, as murderers who have nothing in common with us. They should be on our side, alongside the people.
Police and military personnel detained and arrested several protesters without explanation. According to preliminary figures, more than 120 citizens were reportedly arrested during this day of national strike in Quito.
Con cámara de Francisco Guayasamín, Gabriela Mena, teleSUR Ecuador.